No. Oh, mate, these spawns are so bad. Like most of you, I was seriously hoping that following the whole SBMM removal, I could find some joy in this game, but the fact of the matter is, I just can't. The reasons why aren't just SBMM related either, but it's rooted to the core fundamentals of how this game is actually designed. This game is simply not for the more casual audience, even if you enjoy Call of Duty, and I'm going to explain why. Before we go into the specifics of why I feel this way, I have been as fair as I can be, and I recently did a video saying that it's actually the most polished COD game yet, and I still stand by that, but my play session before doing this video has really shown me that there is no fun to be had with this game, SBMM or not. I said on my previous review that although the maps look very COD-like and to a Call of Duty player would bring back that classic COD feeling, but the flow of them is just absolutely atrocious. As an example, in Team Deathmatch, I literally killed one person near their spawn and ran the entire length of the map and back without seeing one enemy. And by the time I got back, they were spawning in the opposite side of the map. The flow literally makes no sense to me in where people are going to be coming from. On top of that, when you finally do find an enemy, you are greeted by 3 all at once shooting you from 3 different angles. This isn't just about spawns, but the maps by design make for this really jarring, unpredictable experience. Granted, there are some maps that play okay in some of the objective-based matches, but even these don't solve this problem of complete randomness. The flow just feels all over the place and leads to an awful experience in just about every single game. Although they have said they will fix the spawns, I literally wouldn't bank on them improving them that much. This is because the maps are designed so poorly that in general, there aren't many other safe places to spawn without getting killed within 3 seconds of you leaving that spawn area. We have been on this merry-go-round every single year when it comes to spawns, and granted, they have improved other games, but I literally do not see how they're going to improve them that much in this game due to the restrictions of space on the actual maps. With the movement, some people will absolutely love it, but I can guarantee that for a lot of people, it will get old very fast. As the beta has progressed, more people are using it, which is fine, but if you're the type of player that really isn't interested in this stuff, then you will begin to loathe it. The wall jumping, people floating around in midair, omni movement, sliding around corners, people wall jumping through windows behind you. Guys, it's stimulation overload. For me, it feels like the skill gap is using movement in this game to get kills, not being actually good at shooting your gun. I want a game where I feel rewarded for how good I am at shooting guns and accuracy, not movement coming first and then gunplay second. Ultimately, the movement in this game is like Marmite. You'll either love it or hate it, and I really don't think there is a middle ground in this game where the average players will take to it. It will come down to whether you want to adapt or not. I just don't want to or have any interest in adapting to this beyond ridiculous movement. I like extra movement in FPS games, but this, in my opinion, takes it too far. On skill-based matchmaking, this is going to be subjective depending on your individual experience, but I can only go off mine. The notion that because SBMM has been removed suddenly means that the game is super fun again is an absolute myth. The other night I tried both playlists and found that for me, it didn't change the experience as much as you're led to believe by the big creators. Not in this game anyway. Look, I think removing SBMM is progress because there are games that feel more random and you get quicker matchmaking times, etc. But this game is too fundamentally flawed in too many other areas that it's not really going to make a huge difference to your overall experience. I am in the camp that if Call of Duty want to actually progress rather than regress, SBMM has got to be removed, but I really don't think this game showcases what a good COD game will be like without SBMM enough. It will be really interesting to see what they do with the SBMM issue once the game launches, but even if they remove it, because of all the other issues I've mentioned, it's not going to get me to buy or play this game, unfortunately. Now, with the aesthetic, we've already seen the numbers on the Steam charts, top selling games on the PlayStation Store, etc. Battlefield is streets ahead of Call of Duty this year for the first time in God knows how long. Fundamentally, I think COD chose the wrong era to set a game in. This is completely evident by Battlefield currently wiping the floor with Black Ops 7. Admittedly, there are other factors at play too, but people do not want this game of this era, and the numbers back this up. Even if you could overlook everything else that I've mentioned already, I'm almost certain that this game would still be held back by the time period it's set in. And back onto old issues. Consistently now throughout the whole weekend and into this week, I've been getting packet loss and packet bursts in far too many games. I wouldn't usually pick this out as an issue, given that it's a beta, but we all know that the servers that CoD run off are terrible and have been for quite some time. This is just another feeling of CoD fatigue, same issues reoccurring time after time, and the servers have been a constant problem since when I can remember. I had someone in my comments on the last video state that you're playing a beta, how can you nitpick the content? This is as if Treyarch and Activision are somehow going to change the game into a grounded mil-sim shooter set in the modern day. Guys, it's just not going to happen. The beta is probably 90% of what the game is going to be at launch. So if you're not that invested now because of the issues that I've highlighted, these really won't be changing that much come launch. I still stand by the fact that this game feels like the most polished game in recent memory when it comes to CoD, and it has a lot going for it if you're the type of person that likes the Halo vibe, but many people don't. All I can say is I tried with this game to like it, but there are too many factors that are the opposite of what I like to play. I have enjoyed to an extent all the recent CoD titles, but this one just misses the mark in far too many areas for me to even consider investing any further time or money into it. These are just my opinions though, so I would love to hear yours down in the comments below, as surely I'm not the only one that feels this way about this game, but who knows, maybe I am. Drop a like if you've enjoyed this video and subscribe for more content like this. I'm also streaming every week now, and I'll be going in super hard once BF6 drops, so make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss those. See you in the next one.